Alright. G'day everyone. Welcome back to the ICC Jimbo channel. Just give us a sec. Marsh. There we go. And we'll just go 0, 0. I'll make sure we're live. What the hell's going on here? Copy. There we go. Alright, let's check to make sure that we're live. Yep, we are. So anyway, g'day everyone. Welcome back to the channel. India versus Australia. Just fix Sharma's. Gill 0. G'day Spinbolt. Just give us a sec. I just need to see the scorecard. 1 each. Alright, Stark. To row it, and it's not going to be anything in that. Copy link. Paste. Let's get this stream going. Alright. Here we go. Stark to row it. Oh, that's a very good delivery from Mitchell Stark to end the over. 1 down, none for 2. No, I'm not liking our chances, but I've got that score, that graphic here saying Australia will win because I'm optimistic that the Aussies will get it done. But it will be good to see the young guys go about it today. Obviously, Josh Philippi taking the gloves and Matt Renshaw, who's not really young, but he's been around the scene for 10 years in the test arena. So it's good that he gets his one-day international debut. He's done very well on this day and deserves every right to be doing that. So that's good to see. And Starkey had a pretty good first over. So it's more the batting. I want to see how we go with that. And yeah, it's more the batting that I want to see. So g'day Blake. Josh Hazlewood is into the attack. The scorecard is a little bit different this year, which, I don't know, I'm not a fan of this graphic for Foxtel, so I'm going to have to get used to it here at Optus Stadium. Hazlewood steaming into the new captain, Shimon Gill, and Gill leaves it. So, yeah, Australia, it'll be exciting to see the way that we go about it today without any, you know, so yeah. Let everyone know that I'm streaming, probably. It's not a bad shout. G'day, Chili. Yeah, let's just promote the stream here. I sound like a boomer doing that. Where is it? Link. Yeah. All right. Now we can get back into the good stuff here. at Optus Stadium between Australia and India. I need to turn the brightness up a bit dark in the room here. That's a lot better. Maybe tilt that a little bit there. All right. G'day, Cricketers Life. Great to see everyone back here for the summer of cricket, and that's a good shot from Gil. Looks like it will be a 4, and it will be, unfortunately. No, if you go look at the last stream, I actually used this hat as well. It's reversible. So you can reverse this. My hair is awful, but you can reverse this, as you can see right there. Sorry. Like that. So you can reverse it into a T20 colours. So, yeah, I got that in the off-season. And, yeah. But, yeah, good to see you in chat. One more ball of this over. Hasn't been bad. Only 4 off it so far. Hopefully Hazelwood can put some pressure on Gill and Rohit Sharma, who, of course, is playing in the one format now, which is a little bit strange. Hang on, guys. What the hell? Sorry, guys. Where is it? Oh, this took me years last time to find. Maybe I just leave it. I just need to shut this fully. Oh well, we'll leave it for now. Doesn't seem to be affecting the stream. Yeah, I don't think many Aussies awfully care. But well, 2 overs down, none for 6. Yeah, I think the priority for a lot of Aussies is the Ashes, and Rohit's lost some weight here, I reckon. So good on him. Seen a lot of yeah, he's lost some weight, so yeah, that's good for him. Although he got stripped the captaincy despite winning a Champions Trophy, which confuses me. I don't understand why they do that. So here's the XI for those wondering. Marsh, Head, Short. I'll get it up. I had it there in the graphic and I've lost it. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the XI for today, everybody. Mitch Marsh, Travis Head, Matt Short, Josh Phillippe, Matt Renshaw, LBW appeal for Stark, but it's not going to work. Cooper Connolly, Mitch Owen, Mitchell Stark, Nathan Ellis, Matt Kuhneman, and Josh Hazelwood. Is it a sellout? No, it's not. G'day, Easter Bunny. Long time no see, mate. Let's see what he has to say. The Easter Bunny, man. He's a funny one. Good to see him here. In the end, not quite. It goes over. And Rohit Sharma's going to get some runs. Mitch Owen on debut for ODI. Didn't get to play in the top end series due to the fact that he was got a late concussion, unfortunately. Very long time still remember. No, I never said that, mate. What I did say, though, is if you come and try and get Easter eggs, I've got dogs here that will use you as a toy. That's what I said to you, Easter Bunny. I said, if you come to my house, I've got dogs here who like killing rabbits. Rohit Sharma, and that will be 4. Unfortunately, that's a 4, so they go. Now we just need Santa. Oh, now that you said that, someone will make an account called Santa and come in 100%. Anyway, g'day Tommy, good to see you here. It's a good shot from Rowett. Last ball, or two more in the over. Stark. I don't remember ever saying that Easter Bunny. I think probably on a Coast Club stream or something. Anyway. None for 12. Josh Phillippe in ODI colours again. Mitchell Stark. Yeah, this Indian crowd, they just cheer at everything that Rowett does, which is annoying. Anyway, 13 runs there, so none for 13 after 3. Everyone clowns on Shedman Gill, I've noticed. Well, I don't think Shedman Gill deserves the captaincy, being honest with you. Someone will make the account, so I'll just get rid of them if they step out of line. But if they're going to do what you're doing, Easter Bunny, they can come in. Josh Hazelwood back into the attack. 4 off his first one. Three ODIs, 5 T20s, all on Fox Cricket before the big one, the Ashes, begins here at Perth at Optus Stadium. Hazelwood to Rowett. It's a good delivery there from the Hoff to Rohit Sharma, who hasn't played since the IPL. So has Virat Kohli. Neither of them have played cricket since. Hazelwood. Swing and a miss. Hazelwood wants something there, but yeah, Rowett wanted to smack that. Don't know who this is, but you're not the Easter Money, mate. Anyway, let's talk cricket, fellas. None of that rubbish. Oh, that's a good delivery from Josh Hazelwood again. Rohit Sharma. Oh, just so close to being out there. Josh Phillippe knows that it's close. He hasn't played really. Haven't seen him around since the Big Bash. Represents the Sydney Sixers in that competition. Raw edged and gone. Rohit Sharma goes on 8 runs. See you later. That is the start that Australia wants. Josh Hazelwood's been teasing him with that delivery for a couple balls now, and Rohit Sharma falls for it, and that's the end of his day. Rohit Sharma goes on 8. This is perfect. He snicked it, and it's gone straight to Matt Renshaw, and that is a perfect delivery. Looked beautiful. It goes straight to Matt Renshaw, who on debut has already made an impact. And now in comes the man who everyone's been talking about going into this series, Virat Kohli. And people from India are bowing down. They're bowing down to Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli enters arguably the best one-day player, or definitely the best one-day player in this generation, Virat Kohli, who hasn't played a game since representing RCB in that final. Josh Hazelwood, RCB teammate, bowling to him. But yeah, that was a very good day when RCB got that trophy against Punjab. I remember I was watching it in my lounge room and I went crazy, man. It was just such a good time. And Hoff wanted that out. It was a leg bye, I believe. So apparently I was pretty loud when I said that there was a wicket there. So maybe I'll turn my microphone down a little bit because I'll be screaming a lot. Because my sister's in Japan for 6 weeks with her school. So I can be as loud as I want, like all night, man. Like this would have been the perfect time for if my sister went to Japan during the IPL, I would just be loud all night and stream the whole game. Yeah, Hazelwood was teasing Rohit Sharma for 3 balls, and yeah, let's see what Kohli does without his father Scott Boland in the team. Stark to Kohli. I think he's got over 50. Yeah, he's got over 50 ODI centuries. India haven't been here for an ODI tour in quite a while, so good to see them here. Obviously, last year was an amazing series, the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and India are looking to get revenge in a way against a young Australian team. So a younger Australian team. We've got some notable outs with no Carey, no Green, no Cummins. Obviously, Cummins may not even play the first test, so looking more unlikely than likely at this stage with his back injury. But yeah, so no Cummins, no Green, no Zampa. Marnus was called in, but yeah, no Carey, no Green, no Zampa, no Inglis. And I think that's it at the moment. Zampa will be back for the second game, I believe. He's got some family problems, so hopefully, or some family emergency, I believe. So hopefully everything's okay for Zamps, and I wish the best for him and his family. Stark, good delivery to Kohli. I don't mind this Apollo Tyre, I think it is. Apollo Tyres shirt. I don't mind that sponsorship on the India shirt. It's better than that Dream 11 thing. The Westpac logo on the ODI kit isn't great. I would like that. The Westpac logo should have been green. Like, you know the Toyota logos from last year that we had on our kit? It probably should have been that, to be honest with you. Stark to Kohli. That's a good delivery again, swinging. Stark hasn't played a game since his dominant 100th Test match in the Caribbean against the West Indies. So he didn't play. Obviously, he didn't play the T20s and the ODIs, and he's now retired from T20 international cricket. So he will be representing the Sydney Sixers. So I know Tommy's in chat, so he'll be up and about that. But Mitchell Stark, after the Ashes, will be representing the Sydney Sixers. I can confirm that. Not a sellout, it doesn't look like. Edged. Ooh, no, it wasn't. It was swinging, but it looked like an edge. That was very good. Kohli's not going to run again. Another dot ball. What the hell's going on here? G'day, Blue Moot. Trying to promote the stream. Oh, geez. I think that may be a wide. Umpire agrees. In Hazelwood's another Hazelwood over. Obviously, the last over went well for him, getting a wicket of Rohit Sharma. Well, Marvel Fanatic, we're not really injured. Like, it's not terrible. I know who it is as well. The Easter Bunny person's Marvel Fanatic, the other Easter Bunny. Because he said the exact same thing. So, anyway. Um, so good. Anyway, I got some Ashes stumps over there that I'll show you later. And I told someone last night I'd show them my signatures from some Aussies, so I'll be doing that as well at some stage. I think I'll do 30 to 40 overs at this stage. Another good delivery there from the Hoff. 1 for 5 is his current figures against Shedman Gill. I don't expect this stream to do as good as people think. Obviously, I haven't been as active this year as I would have liked with other stuff going on in my life. And also, there hasn't been as much cricket on this year to cover. And yeah, so it really ramps up from now to about May, which is good. Jeez, that looks like... Oh, he's called a wide. Interesting call. Yeah, I just think... Yeah, I haven't been as active as I would have liked, but yeah, it really starts to get big during this summer period. Big Bash as well. All these series. I won't stream on Thursday for the second one because I'm out. But Saturday next week I'll stream. I've got a video that I'm going to upload soon that I've finished the script for. It's a good video. And it's a unique video. It's not like a review or anything. So I want to actually get that one out soon. It's a decent opinion video. I don't think the Stars have any chance. We look shit. Being completely honest with you, we look terrible. I don't know why we'd sign Sam Harper. Also, I've been going to the Sheffield Shield, so I got a GoPro for my birthday that I want to do an indoor cricket vlog for. Although I'm playing shit at the moment, so maybe I don't do it yet. Let's wait until I get in some form. But yeah, I'm going to test it out. I'm going to the One Day Cup tomorrow at Junction Oval. So if anyone's going to the Junction Oval tomorrow, feel free to say hello because I'll be there to watch the Victoria. Watch the Vicks play New South Wales. We won that Sheffield Shield game pretty easily. I think the Sixers have a very strong chance. Look, if you look at this team, like especially after the Ashes, you got Steve Smith coming back, Mitchell Starc, Barbara Azam. Like, that's 3 superstars. I seriously think that the Sixers and the Thunder as well, with Ashwin in all year now because he didn't go for the ILT20. Are they going to call it wide? Yep. Dangerous looking clouds. Oh, shit. You're at the game, obviously, aren't you, DL? Good to see you here, but you're at the game, aren't you? Looks beautiful, the weather here. But no, is there clouds? Send us a message on Discord of the weather, and I'll show the stream. Hazelwood to Gill. And Gill's going to get a 4 there. I was going to do an Asia Cup video, but I'm like all this drama with what happened in the end, I'm like, this is just not that entertaining. I don't think people will care. And just the amount of political drama in that tournament, it didn't feel like legit cricket. So I'm like, I don't want to cover this. I was considering it, but yeah, it's just a bit silly, not going to lie. Josh Hazelwood. And Gill's going to leave that. 6 overs down, 1 for 21. And I really needed to fix that because over 3 is not the case. So Virat Kohli, 9 off 7 for him. In his first game since playing for RCB here in Perth. So good that international cricket is back. Big summer of cricket ahead. We've got this series, obviously. We've got the T20s, the 5 T20s against India, the Ashes, and the Big Bash. It's going to be a summer you will not forget. It looks... The weather looks all right from the broadcast. So maybe take a photo for me, DL. If that's okay. Just chuck it in for me. Stark back into the attack. Kohli's gone! He's gone on a duck! Cooper Connolly's gotten rid of Virat Kohli on a duck. The King has done nothing here. And he'll be going back to the sheds. They're 2 for 21. Virat Kohli goes on a duck. An 8-ball duck for Kohli. And oh my God, the Kohli fans are going to be angry now. Because Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma have gone on a combined total of 8 runs, I believe. And that's the end of Kohli's day. Beautiful catch from Cooper Connolly, the Western Australian. And Mitchell Stark is the one who gets rid of Virat Kohli here at Optus Stadium. Things could get interesting now. Virat Kohli goes. Connolly gets him out. And Rohit Sharma, 8 runs between the Roko for them. And there's the duck there on Foxtel. And Shreyas Iyer comes in. I didn't even know he was in the squad, not going to lie. I didn't really check their squad. But I think Shreyas Iyer is a good choice. He's a good captain. I reckon he probably should have been given captain of India. Not going to lie. Just the way that he captained Punjab and Kolkata in that first. He won the IPL with Kolkata as captain. Then made the final the next year with Punjab as captain. I seriously think that he is a good leader. So I'm surprised that India didn't go that route. But I think they want to keep Gill, and they'll try and get Gill as the 3-format captain. I think that's their plan. As Mitchell Stark gets rid of Virat Kohli on 0 runs, which is crazy to say. Stark. And yeah, here come the memes. Just watch the memes now. This is crazy. This is crazy. So, the fans in Perth are happy with that. Stark to Shreyas Iyer. They've probably spent time in the nets between each other with Kolkata. So 8 runs total. Not only he's out on a duck. That's the first. Someone's also said on a server, first ball duck. No, not first ball. First duck for Kohli in Australia. And he's done that at the end. Pretty much the end of his career. This will be his last tour of Australia, I assume. And that's not a really good way to start your hopes to get into the T20 World... the One Day World Cup in 2 years. And we're looking good. Shreyas Iyer ducking there. Nervous times for India right now, I'd say. 2 for 21. They're not in a good spot. Stark and Hazelwood have done so well here for the Aussies. They're going to call that a wide, I assume. And they do. With 2 to go in this over. It's been a crazy over this. Virat Kohli goes. First ball of the over. Stark gets rid of him. On a duck. That's just crazy. I wasn't a fan of this ODI kit that they're wearing, but I'm starting to get used to it a bit more. I just don't like the stuff here. It should have just stayed yellow. I don't mind the lines here and into the pants. Or as the Poms say, trousers. I cannot believe, I've said this before, I think, but I was listening to the World Test Championship on the way home from indoor cricket on day two, and there was nowhere to listen to it, so I'm like, oh, where do I listen to it? Oh, there's ABC Sport. I assume there's some Aussies. I kid you not, they've got people there who are talking about how, like, these Poms were talking about how back in my day, the way I cleaned my trousers was to bathe them in milk in the bath. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is shit commentary. Like, I don't care. It was garbage. ABC Sport is good when they've got Aussies in. Like, for that South Africa series for the ODIs that I was listening to. Jason Gillespie and all them, they're good. They're interesting. Instead of Aya, let's do Shirayas. Well, crazy start there. Coley Duck, row at 8 runs. Roko gets 8 runs in this game. Beautiful Perth precinct there at Optus Stadium. Josh Hazlewood back into the attack for his 4th over. Shimon Gill seems to be the only one. They've got Mark Howard in there for commentary as well. I'm kind of listening to it as well as commentating myself. But yeah, this is crazy. But you know what else is crazy? I saw that bloody Ange Postecoglou in the soccer. He got the sack after like 30 days. Yeah, he got the sack after like 30 days. That's crazy. Honestly, what's the point in even signing a coach if you're going to get rid of him in 30 days? Like, imagine you sign a coach like Gambier, for an example, for India, and you get rid of him in 30 days. Like, that's crazy. Kohli 8-ball duck though. This is he he said he loves playing in Australia. Well, no, not at the moment. He doesn't seem to be liking that. Scott Boland obviously destroyed him in the summer, and yeah, Hazelwood and Trace Hire leaves it 2 for 25 after 7. So for those wondering, the XI Marsh Head short. Actually, ODI rankings right now for batters. Shimon Gill is first, and I believe we've got someone. Is that Oman? Wow, that can't be right. Crowd is starting to get in. A lot of Indian fans here at Optus Stadium. I'll be going to the MCG on Halloween, October 31st. 100,000 expected. Well, not 100,000, more like 90,000. GA has been completely sold out, which is crazy. Yeah, absolutely crazy. 90,000 at the MCG, and I'll be one of them. So I'm excited to get there on Halloween. Yeah, I agree. They didn't give him a chance. You need to give coaches a chance, and that's not just in cricket. It's all sports, really. You can't just expect them to immediately change the way that the team's going in a month. So I'm not the biggest soccer fan, but I saw that today, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I swear he got signed like a month ago, and yeah, he did. He didn't get given a proper chance, and yeah. Trace I leaves it. So that will end the over. 8 overs down. 2 for 25 after 8. This is a good start for the Australians. got India in some pressure at the moment, at this current stage. How delayed is the stream? I kind of want to know. Let's see how delayed we are. Yeah, we're not delayed by much. Okay, hang on. Yeah, he lasted 30 days. Is that gone? Is that gone? It's out. It's raining. Is that rain? So Shimon Gill's gone. I swear that's rain. I swear it's rain. Is that rain? Shimon Gill's gone. Australia all over him. Yeah, it's raining. We're going to get a rain delay, guys. Oh, where the fuck did that go? There we go. Is that a rain delay? That's got to be rain, right? So the captain's gone for India. Like I'm not even excited about the wicket there. I swear that's rain. That looked like rain. I don't know. Did um yeah, that's rain. Are we gonna get a delay? So yeah, that's the end of Shimon Gill. He goes 3 for 25. I think. Well, Dockers Lover said there was going to be some rain. Like, yeah, it's rain. You can see on the lens. Axar Patel is now in. So let's see how long it goes before they get him off. Hopefully not long. He said there was some like dark clouds coming in, but clearly it's not looking like it's bad enough to send him off. So hopefully it's going to stay away. And 3 for 25 is a great start for us. Nathan Ellis first ball gets his wicket, so it's a great start. Nathan Ellis steaming into Axar Patel. That is a very good delivery again. If it's a rain delay, we can just talk about the game for a little bit, I reckon, and then we'll probably go back to that crappy game on Google or whatever it was. Remember that crappy batter game or whatever it was? So Axar Patel in some trouble. Nathan Ellis steaming in. Another good delivery. Australia are playing very good. I have no idea. Nathan Ellis to Axar Patel again. And it's going to be another dot ball. The Australians are all over India right now. 3 for 25 is crazy. If we win, if we beat India with this team, I swear, I reckon Indians will go nuts if they lose this without half our team. Does he still make content? I'm not sure. I don't really watch his content because he's Thunder. If he does more Aussie content, I'll probably watch, but because he does Thunder, I'm not a Thunder fan, so it doesn't really resolute with me. Yeah, I'm not confident that we'll win. It's a younger team. I want to see how we go with the bat, but this is a promising start for us. Great to see Matt Renshaw in Aussie colours again. It's been too long. Yeah, if we win, this will be a very good start to an ODI series, but also, like, no one thought that this would. I didn't expect to win. And unfortunately, the inevitable. Here comes the rain. And I'm going to check the weather forecast for Perth. May as well. Let's see how long we've got. Perth weather forecast. So apparently it's not going to be that long. Weather radar. We'll check the radar. Let's have a look here. Where's Perth? Rain radar for Perth. Yes. Perth. Doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it will go for very long. So unfortunately the rain has hit. So yeah, won't last very long. And we'll get back into it. So Optus Stadium, rain delay. Even though we've got even though the sun's back. Yeah, Perth weather. It doesn't rain much in Perth, I don't think. You got the umbrellas out and 8.5 overs so far. So, if this game gets cancelled, then it's just um, the series will remain 0-0. But I checked the weather radar. It won't last very long. I don't think. At Optus Stadium. We believe it will be a brief rain delay here in Perth. There's going to be 3 games in this series, including this one. So, yep. Perth, Adelaide, and then in Sydney to finish it off before the T20s start later in the week. And yeah, so I think this has been one hell of a start from the Australians, and we look good. We look real good. So 3 games in the series. Shimon Gill out, Rohit Sharma out, Virat Kohli out. 8 runs total for the 2 of them. Let's see what social media has to say about Kohli and Rohit. I think we'll see some trolling here. Let's have a look. see the comments. So it doesn't look like this rain will last very long. And yeah, it looks sunny now, so we'll get one tree for every Virat run, and they've got a desert. Even though they couldn't sledge it, they couldn't remove what they made it with. It's pretty funny, actually. So, you want to get tickets to the cricket? You got to go to the Cricket Australia website. That is very bad. Actually, I'm gonna put that on my. I'm gonna put that right there because that is pretty funny. Send that to myself. I'm putting that straight in there. Save image as. What the fuck? Ah, crap. There's a spider somewhere and I didn't manage to get it. Ah, shit. Chuck that in the bin. Yeah, it was bloody annoying, that thing. Little crap. Little turd. So anyway, copy. I'm gonna try and get this meme in there. The covers are coming off, guys. By the way, covers are coming off. Save this. Get to chat in a sec. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. They shouldn't have stopped for that. Yeah. Looks like it was nothing, really. Yeah. Have to chuck in the troll against Coley there. You'll see it in a second. Anyway, they had to stop because still it's dangerous. It's dangerous to bat in the rain. But I absolutely hate rain. Well, not only as a cricket fan, but in general, I just don't like rain. It's annoying. So we'll get a game. There's the meme. One tree for every Virat Kohli run, and that's what we get. Shameless. The memes that have already come out. I think they've got Hindi commentary as well, so it's expected to be a lot worse at 2. So that's in What's the time in not India? Sorry. What's the time in Perth? It's you're 3 hours behind us, aren't you? What? It's 3 o'clock here. So at about 5 o'clock our time, right? 12:23. Yeah, you're 3 hours behind. So at about 5 o'clock, you're saying our times. So that's quite a while away still. About an hour and a half. Well, these guys are going to get back on soon, so this is good. Good news. Um, well, so it will just be when the Aussies will be going into bat. No, 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 no. I reckon India is still batting at that stage. Play resumes in 2 minutes. Thank you. Yeah. It says 40. We lost an over for that. Are you serious? We lost an over for that. That's crazy. How do we lose an over? That's ridiculous. They were gone for 5 minutes. I swear, like 10 to 15 minutes. You don't lose an entire over for that. Just make the game start, like, end a little bit later. They've lost 2 overs for that. That's ridiculous. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Seriously. Jeez. Someone said the other night somewhere. Anyway, 3 for 25. We resume play and we lose an over, which is crap. Someone said today's also the 19th, which is that. Oh my god. All right. Anyway, we back. Nathan Allen's still got one ball left in his over to Aksar Patel. Back into it. And it's going to be a wicket maiden over for Nathan Ellis. And 3 for 25 after 9. So, wicket maiden over for Nathan Ellis. That is a great start for his spell today. Here we go. Jeez, that was a. He wanted to do a cut shot there, but not the case. It's also what? Oh, okay. So it's a festival. Yeah, so Rowan and Virat have done the right thing, and hmm, so good to see Howie in the com box. Howie's my favourite commentator in the game, so it's always good to listen to his input. He's also on Triple M. So Triple M are covering this game if you want to listen to the game if you're at work. So if you don't want to listen to me, yap, Cricketers Life, or whoever's at work, Triple M, ABC Sport, and I believe maybe SEN. I'm not sure about that, but SEN. Coley can leave now to get. Ah, it was always going to happen. Whenever a player as big as Coley gets a duck, you know people are just gonna absolutely clown on him. So I expect the memes to continue for a long time, like the meme that's up on screen right now. Thought that was a pretty good one. Shreyas Iyer leaves it. So far, no runs conceded for Josh Hazlewood. Obviously, bouncy track in Perth. This will be good input for Andrew McDonald and George Bailey and go ODI. Obviously, not Test cricket, but let's just see how this wicket behaves at Optus Stadium ahead of that first Test match against England. So, a lot of planning will go into the way that this is gone, I think, and I don't think Sam Constance will open. No, I think Jake Weatherald should be given the chance. Hazlewood to Shreyas Iyer. So he plays a shot. They're finally going to get off the mark here. Shreyas Iyer and Axar Patel are going to attempt to get India back into the game after, well, they're 3 for 26, so they're not in a great spot right now. And can the Aussies keep the wickets up? You have to admit that even though Coley is an Australian, I don't think he's the GOAT. No, I don't agree with that statement. He's the best ODI player in our generation. But he's certainly not the GOAT. He's not even, yeah, no. Hazlewood. So Axar Patel is going to get off the mark here. And he'll go to 1 run. 10 overs down. India are 3 for 27. So far in these 10 overs, it's been all Australia, really. 3 wickets to the Aussies. Well, if you're going off stats, the GOAT is Don Bradman. If you're going off stats, then the GOAT is Sir Donald Bradman. Pretty simple. His average is just something that will never be topped. So technically, if you want to look at stats, then yeah, Sir Donald Bradman is the GOAT of cricket. If you don't want to go off stats, I think it's got to be Sachin, Ricky Ponting, Warne. The current GOAT, it's too hard to just to say. It's different in 3 formats. There's no GOAT currently. GOAT means greatest of all time. The best in our generation is a more accurate thing to say in this case, which I believe is currently in ODI cricket Virat Kohli, the greatest in our generation at the moment. What he's been able to do, he's got the most ODI 50s, I believe, ever. He got more than Sachin, broke his record at the ODI World Cup against New Zealand in that semi-final. Do we have an injury concern for India? Oh, is that a short run? Is that a short run? Yep, it is a short run. So 3 for 29 now, because that is a short run. Stark to Shreyas Iyer. Jeez, it was getting close. I think this will go for a boundary. Hazelwood sprinting, it stops. The outfield slow again, just like last year. So the outfield is slow, just like last year at the Border Gavskar Trophy and against Pakistan. Obviously, it's a lot earlier in the cricket season this time. It's in October, mid-October, instead of November, which was when it started last summer. Stark steaming in to Shreyas Iyer. They're not going to run there. Dot ball. Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel are going to attempt to get India out of this mess. There's Shubman Gill, 10 off 18. Rohit Sharma, 8 runs. Don't know what he was off. And Virat Kohli, duck off 8. Here at Perth. Beautiful day it looks, besides the rain that we just saw, but you can see some clear skies. So good to see cricket at the big stadiums again. Obviously, mid-year there was top-end cricket, but it wasn't at the big stadiums, which we are currently at. Connolly stops that from going for a 4. He wanted the catch badly. He doesn't get it, but he's happy that he stopped a run. There. Yeah, it was a good stop. He wanted it to not concede anything. Oi. One ball to go in this over here up the stadium. Josh Phillippe, the former Western Australian in the Shield, is keeping. This looks like it will go for a 4 unless... Looks like Connolly... No, it's not. The outfield is so slow here that it won't be a 4. They'll get 3. End of the over, 3 for 35. We've lost an over due to rain, but apparently it's going to get worse in about an hour and a half. I think there's more rain again. I can see water on the camera lens, on the spider cam, I think that is. There's no other way they can get an angle. I think it's a spider cam, that. It's 49 overs per side now. Hazelwood back into the attack for us. Not bad. 6 and 6 for these two. I don't see a spider cam in there. I wonder how they got that angle. So Josh Hazelwood, 34 overs, 1 ball used from each side, and then the fielding team selects after. That's been the new rule for the previous ODIs as well, new ODI rule, that they use 2 different balls which I don't know. I don't really think that it's a good idea. I think it's kind of stupid, but that's just my opinion, I guess. I think it's kind of silly and really just not necessary. But anyway, that's just I guess the way that Jay Shah and the ICC have gone about it, and that's how they want to do it. So fair play to them, I guess. Hazelwood steaming in to Shreyas Iyer. There's going to be a dot ball there for Shreyas Iyer, who's on 6 off 18 for him. It's a wide. Oh, it's raining again. They're going to get him off again. They're going to send him off again, guys. This is crap. I swear I've never seen rain properly, like, badly in Perth for cricket. Like, fuck. Like, you can see rain in the camera. So, it's inevitable before they get sent off again. Hopefully it can go away, but I don't know. It's a good start, though. Hazelwood. They're not going to allow any runs there. G'day, Timbo. 1 to go in the over. Nearly 12 down. You can see the rain again, so hopefully... And here we go. Rain delay again, guys. This is shit. Certainly not how I wanted to spend my day. And we're going to lose more overs as well. Yeah, this is crap. Boo! It's hardly raining. It's hardly raining. Oh. It's going to end up as a T20. Well, Coley won't be participating because he got a 8-ball duck, which is pretty funny. Man, this is just not good. Oh, I'm so annoyed. It's barely raining. It's barely raining. Guys, like it's barely raining. So I think this is garbage. And what Dockers Lover said as well, being at the ground, he said it's going to get worse in an hour and a half. So how many overs are we going to lose today? We're not going to get 50, obviously. Game better not be canned. We're all over them. Ugh. Now all the clouds are coming in. This could be a long wait. Yeah. Yeah, what is the mood like there? We're all over them. 3 for 37. Are they already taking him off or are they putting him on? No, they're putting him on. Oh shit. It's hardly anything. I'm saying someone sent me the radar. There's hardly anything there. That's crap. Rain can, bro. Someone sent me another thing. Rain continuing for about 4. Fuck off. 4 hours. Someone said on Discord. Someone told me. Someone sent something. 4 hours. It's going to rain for. Well, in the meantime, let's do something while we wait for the weather. Now, oh, maybe I can't get it down. I'm trying to think here. I've got some signatures up there that I will show you. They're showing the Sheffield Shield. They're showing Marnus as 150. All right. I doubt 3 hours. Well, someone said 4. So these are all the signatures I got. So I got Mitch Marsh, Ben Dwarshus, Cameron Green, Josh Hazelwood, Travis Head, Josh Inglis, Sean Abbott, Glenn Maxwell, Tim David, Adam Zampa, and Matt Kuhneman. So that was cool. Marnus ready to... No. Don't do that. Well, let's hope Marnus doesn't open and that he plays 3. That's where he's been batting. So why screw that up? Why screw that up when he's playing good? Yeah, the signatures were from Darwin. Um, well, how long is this bloody rain delay going to last? I can chuck the hat on now, the cap. Got my drink bottle here in Australia. Such a good drink bottle. Yes, the first test is November 21st at Optus Stadium. Second test, December 4th at the Gabba. Third, 17th of December at the Adelaide Oval. And then Boxing Day at the G on the 26th. And the 5th is January 4th. There's a bit more of a gap between test matches, I feel, this summer. Well, I think it's funny that Coley went out for a duck. Oh, don't show this idiot. They're showing Ben Stokes. Yeah, we ain't scared of you, Stokes. Although he follows me on LinkedIn. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Stop showing that, bro. Went outside the stadium to check the cloud. Why would you do that? What is the point? What's the point of doing that? They're just talking Ashes now, which is good. Um, I cannot believe Will Jacks is in the England squad. That's really, I don't get that. That's just stupid. Clouds are as far as the eye can. Yeah, so why are we waiting? In this case, why are we waiting for? Oh, very squeaky chair. Why are we waiting for? What's with the hold up now? If it's gonna be not raining, what's with the hold up? Apparently, Stokes won't even play the first test. People are worried about Cummins, but Stokes won't play the first test, I don't think. Bro, get on with the game. We're just losing overs at this rate. This is shit because we're dominating. India are getting destroyed at the moment. 3 for 37 after 11. Absolutely dismantling them. And we're waiting for bloody rain to stop. Spirit of cricket. Yeah, some Poms think that they're going to win the Ashes, which is, I think they're a bit delusional. It's still raining, But it's sprinkling. You can just bloody get on with it, I reckon. Get on with it. Get on with this game. Now they're talking Jofra. They're just talking Ashes now, so we should talk about what's just going on here with India. Because they're getting destroyed. 3 for 37 after 11 is just domination from Australia. It's Hazelwood, Stark, and Ellis umpire talking to the couple boys who do the whacker stuff, I assume. For this ODI. Gilly, Rowie, Astry, and Mark Waugh there. They're just playing ODI and T20s, so they're not really doing much. And they're not even warming up. They'll play the Prime Minister XI, but that's about it. Bro, this sucks. It's sprinkling. Just get on with it. And if it starts getting worse, then you get them off then. But seriously. Oh my god. Well, I might as well just see if there's any good Coley memes I can show chat at this stage. What the hell? Yeah, obviously I've already seen that. Yeah, England aren't doing much. Although, just to answer that question, England aren't doing much ahead of the Ashes. Now they're just doing an ad break. A waste time. Showing Ashes ads now. And then Rohit Sharma out for 8. Kohli out for nothing. And India are in the shits. Well, they were until the rain has saved them. How long is the rain expected to last? Not sure at this stage. What the fuck is going on here? I think there's a little glitch with Instagram right now. Anyway, everything works except for one reel that I want to work, but it's not doing it. KO. I reckon India will be. Yeah, absolutely they will. Because they've just escaped. They've absolutely just escaped. They've escaped a possible humiliation. They'll get less as well. Yeah, they'll get less time to bat now, and I reckon I've sat here for half an hour, just waiting for the goddamn cricket to get back on, which is disappointing. Because we just want cricket. It's the start of the summer, and we don't want to start. You don't want to start the summer like this, honestly. There was no rain last time in the ODIs. There was no rain. They cancelled a single bilateral game in all three. Now they get a chance to reset. Yeah, I know. It's garbage. Bro. I reckon we'll win this game now. I was not confident, but the way that we were playing, India should be shedding themselves, because the way that we were playing early on, absolute dominance. While I wait. There's some stumps here. Let's have a chuck at the stumps. Oh, let's have a chuck at the stumps, shall we? Or not? Actually, is there a game back here? Hey! Oh, man. What's Man doing here? He was just in South Australia like a day ago. Rain has stopped. Good, we'll get a game. Yeah, Queensland won yesterday, I think. He's in a great amount of form right now, Marnus Labuschagne. And he really should be batting at 3 in Perth. He'll be back here in the whites. He'll definitely play. Oh, bro. Yeah, the way that Marnus went about Shield, 159 off 197, and he's just been dominating as well in the white ball for Queensland in the Sheffield Shield and in the One Day Cup. Yeah, I'm excited to get down to Junction Oval tomorrow, watch some One Day Cup action, Victoria versus South Australia. How many overs do we lose? Well, they haven't officially said that the game's coming back on, so we don't know at the moment, unfortunately. So I can't tell you at this time when the rain will how many overs we're losing. Rain is stuff. Fuck, bro. We're gonna lose 10 overs at this rate. How long do I stream if it's just gonna be this? How long do I give it? This is cooked. Yeah, this is garbage. Actually, what do I do? Uh, give it half an hour, maybe. Yeah, I reckon I'll give it half an hour, and if it's still raining, then I'll probably not stream much more because it's so boring just sitting here waiting. Try and find some Virat memes. Um, spin the win, blah blah blah. Stuart Broad, I reckon. Oh, Stuart Broad is a flog. Like, who cares what he has to say? Honestly, we live rent free in that guy's head. Like, bro hates us so much that he coached South Africa to beat us in the World Test Championship. Like seriously, and he's unfortunately coming to Australia for commentary on Channel 7. So I've decided what I'm going to do is, oh, because Seven's easy to access, I will listen to Channel 7. But the second Short Broad gets in, I'm muting the TV until he goes. I don't want to listen to that moron. I just can't stand the bloke. No respect for him. He'll get booed when he's on the ground. He'll definitely get booed. No one here likes him, and he didn't walk when he clearly nicked it years ago, and talks about spirit of cricket and all that, and didn't walk. So yeah, he's a flog in my opinion. Yeah, I have no respect for him. So who cares what he has to say? And if this is our weakest team and we still beat England, then we can all laugh at him. I have the Aussies winning the Ashes as well. Yeah, I hope they get flogged because obviously I hate England. No respect to a bunch of their players. Johnny Bairstow is one of them. I have no respect for. Yeah. If we only just get 1 hour poor, then sunny, not just. Docker's Love is letting people know on Discord the situation. I'm kind of reading what he's saying, or anyone in Perth. I want to see what the current situation is with the rain. What do we have here? I wouldn't call it the weakest, but I wouldn't. Well, I don't even think it's that bad. England looks far worse. Oh my god, it's such a good day in Melbourne. Legit. Which shits me because it's a good day in Melbourne and it's not in Perth, clearly. Alright, so just talking about Marnus. Still nothing at the moment as we wait for the rain to stop. We've got a visitor here. Timbo is in as there is rain. Let's move us over.
How are we all?
Not you see Coley.
Yeah. He's I think his best days are starting to be behind him now.
So what? Yeah, duck of 8.
I
So
know,
Robert Sharma got 8 runs as well. So the Roko, as people call them, Roko, out on 8 runs total. So
You don't want India. Got to be careful. They don't want to do what they.
we got another visitor. We got a dog. Got Dancer, my dog.
We don't want. India's got to be careful, and so do Australia. That if you go too long with the old stars, then you'll just have a team that has to replace everyone all at the same time, and then they're going to be a little bit rubbish for a little bit. So I think it's nearly time for India to move both of them on. I know they've retired from Test match, but
and T20 as well.
And T20, but I think one day might be the same.
Timbo needs a hat. Someone says.
I've had a trim. You know.
Put this one on.
Put this one on here. There we go. There we go. Get myself a hat going.
Reckon this could be Uzi's last crack at a Test series. What do you think?
What's that, sorry?
Do you reckon that this could be Uzi's last crack at a Test series?
Yeah, I think so. It wouldn't surprise me if he finishes up at his home ground in Sydney.
Brisbane, technically. He seems to think Brisbane's his home ground. And his parents, last year I heard, his parents like, oh, SCG. He's like, nah, Gabba. So
yeah, I don't think he'll retire before Boxing Day Test. And, you know, Sydney will be washed out like it usually is anyway. So
it wasn't like it was actually Brisbane.
Yeah.
And I've never seen Perth like this. Like it was drizzling and it's seems to be enough to.
They needed a few more overs in just for the bowlers to get a little bit more bowling in a longer kind of format instead of T20. So the way Stark was running in, he was bringing his own weather with him. He was absolutely dominating. And you come into the Ashes, everyone been watching the highlights of Scotty Boland. Absolute peach deliveries there. And so our fast bowling stock looked good. But again, Nathan Lyon, he likes top spinning in Australia, but he's mid-30s as well, so maybe it's time for Toddy Murphy to came in for some of there as
had
well.
a very good time in the Sheffield Shield as well for Victoria against New South Wales in that Sheffield Shield game, especially in Bowl, and cleaned them up. So I think I've seen a couple of poms saying that be scared of Jofra Archer and Wood in Perth. And what are your thoughts on all that?
Here's the thing: you can have speed, but in Australia, you've got to be consistent where you put it. So Joffrey Archer, he's going to bring speed. He's an impact bowler,
similar to Bumrah.
Yep, but it's harder for him to run in. He's going to have more impact through his body, and he's going to have longer spells, and so that way he's actually got to keep hitting the spot over and over and over again, and that's what Boland does. It's what what's that? Hazelwood.
Off, yeah.
Yep, it absolutely does that too. And then you've got, Stark, who's, was a little bit more wild in his younger years, but he's starting to really bring it in now as well. So that's their problem. Their pace attack with Wood and Jofra, they just need to be consistent. So if they get consistency, they might have a shot, but I don't know if they have. So
both of them they break down easily.
Injury prone.
Wood didn't play at all in the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy in England, and Jofra was rested for a couple of them. So it'll be interesting to see. And I've heard commentary on SEN and a couple of others saying if England are to win the Ashes, those two need to play a majority of the Test matches.
Yeah.
So who plays in the Shield tomorrow? It's a one-day cup game between Victoria and New South Wales.
I think Labuschagne might have got his spot back. He's making
people
good
want
runs.
him to open, which I don't seem to like. I want him at 3. I think Webster's got an ankle problem.
Yeah.
So he didn't play either of those Shield games. So that will probably impact his opportunity to play. So you'll probably move Green down to 6 because he can bowl. He's the better all-rounder and put Marnus at 3. And I don't think Sam Constas will open. I actually have currently playing for Tassie, Jake Weatherald. I have him opening. He's in some good nick.
Yeah.
He's been getting good runs in the Shield and for Australia A earlier in the year in the top end. So, yeah, I seem to think Sam Constas, I don't know, he just hasn't settled properly. And obviously, the story as they're showing on the TV, they're showing the Boxing Day test, which we saw live.
Yep.
But, yeah, he seemed to come on the scene, all this buzz around, and now it's starting to...
Yeah, remember, he's a young kid, though.
Yeah, exactly right.
He's a young kid. So I think Weatherall in with Cozzy, and then when Cozzy with Uzi, and then when Uzi retires, it wouldn't surprise me if then Constance comes back in there, unless one of those two get injured. I think you'll probably find that, and then Constance after that will become a little bit more of a regular in the side.
Yeah, and yeah. How old is Constas? He's 19, so he's a young fellow. He's turning 20 this year, later in the year. But yeah, they're showing some Sheffield Shield stuff with Scott Boland and Constas had an interesting battle at the Junction Oval where Constas in that first innings didn't play well, but in the second innings got a half century. So
we got 90,000 at the G in a week and a half. Australia versus India for, is it the third one day?
Second one.
Second one?
Second Halloween.
So we'll be floating to that to have a look there. So it might be the last time we'll see the big two for India. I don't know if they'll tour again.
They're not playing.
T20s. Are they?
No. Remember I said they're retired. T20s.
Oh, sorry, they are too.
So we're not going to see them at all. No, we'll see Bumrah. We'll see Bumrah. So
Bumrah
will play. He's not playing the ODIs. And Nathan McSweeney could be an option. I don't think he opens. You saw that last summer. He didn't. His natural spot is 3 or 4, and 3 obviously. Well, that's up for debate. But 4 is occupied by Steve Smith, and they're not going to move him on. And especially if Cummins won't play that first test, which seems more likely than not.
I don't think they'll play Cummins on in Perth. Perth's usually a hard deck and with a hotspot in his back. I don't think you'll see him. I reckon you'll probably have to wait till maybe Boxing Day.
So So you don't reckon he'll
I
play the
don't
first
reckon.
three?
No, I don't think. I think he'll miss the
He's a
first 2 or 3.
paramedic, by the way. So what's your medical opinion on Pat Cummins?
Hot spots, you could play them, but if they increase, you end up with a stress fracture. So I think they'll be very cautious with him and look at long term rather than just this series. So, like I said, and we've got plenty of fast bowlers. The Australian team, so there's plenty of fast bowlers that can come in. Even if one of them breaks down, you got Alice in the wings. You've got who else? Have we got? Abbott sitting in the wings.
Although he's hurt his finger.
But we got plenty of fast bowlers that can come in for those guys.
Yeah. Jai Richardson, if he's fit, which it's a shame.
They're looking good.
Oh, I've got a couple people at this game, and they've been texting me, and they've been saying it's drizzling. Get on with the game. So, the first delay we lost an over for about 15 minutes of rain. So, I reckon we've been waiting for about 40 minutes. So, how many overs do you reckon we'll lose?
They'll probably at the moment there'll probably be 7 or 8 overs per side. So it'll be probably down to 42 over game, 43 over game. But the longer it goes, obviously, the more it goes. So at the moment, maybe. Oh, they need to get back in the next half hour, otherwise it'll be under 40 overs each, I'd say.
We've got a good question here from Yash. Reckon BBL looking at private investors. What are your thoughts on that?
It's not a bad idea.
To the 100 and all that, but you don't want Indian names like Mumbai Stars, do you?
No. But here's the thing: you want to encourage the stars from everywhere to come and play in Australia. But the problem we've got is it's usually over the Christmas period. So you usually get those that are retiring from their country's main squads coming over here. So you don't get them at their peak. But at the same time, you want the young Australian talent to kind of go out there and play it as well. So maybe a little bit, but I don't think they'll want to sport wash in Australia. I think, sports washing is where you get big money from, countries like India or Saudi Arabia, and they come in, and yes, the players get a lot more money, but it kind of dilutes the young talent pool that you want to see play and develop. So it's a hard one. You want the players to earn a good living doing it, but at the same time, you want to keep what makes Aussie cricket so exciting.
Indian investors reckon our Test cricketers, so India's Test cricketers, should be fully available in the BBL. Obviously, due to the BCCI, and this is money related with. You don't want Virat Kohli, like for BCCI's point of view, they don't want Virat Kohli playing in other leagues because it devalues the IPL. And we've seen what players do when they retire from IPL and Indian cricket. Ravi Ashwin, Ashwin, I think I screwed up. Anyway, Ashwin, he's coming down for the Sydney Thunder. He's playing a full year of Big Bash. So, I hope Virat Kohli comes back, but. He says he likes batting in Australia, but the last couple of innings, as we've seen today as well, hasn't been great for him.
No, it hasn't been great.
Yeah, he seems to. It was an interview that he had pre-game. He seems to think that he'll get to 2027, but I don't think so.
I think he'll struggle.
Obviously, he hasn't played a game since the RCB IPL final, so he's been in London. He lives in London, training at the Lord's facility, but he hasn't been playing, which I guess that's a problem for Rowan and him. They're not getting that match fitness. They're training in the nets and all that, but they're not getting that match fitness. I think that will hurt them long run.
There's a couple of things like that. So the older you get, and if you practice in the nets is great, but it doesn't. It works on your technique stuff, and Kohli's always had a good technique. So what it is now is high hand-eye coordination, and unfortunately, as you get a bit older, you just you slowly lose that a little bit. You don't pick up the ball from the hand as much. You don't see it off the pitch as well, and you've got bowlers coming in trying every little bit to kind of get through the batsman. So, but a lot of batsmen go through slumps. Minus for an example. So that they work on their technique, and it just sometimes doesn't work out for a while. So,
who do you think the GOAT of cricket is? That's for you.
I'm a big Ricky Ponting fan. I've been able to watch a fair few over my time, but Ricky Ponting's brain when it comes to cricket, the way he captained, the way he was able to do moves, the way he led his team with batting, he was just amazing to watch. And now you see him in commentary, and he'll predict moves 2 to 3 overs before they happen. So I think to the point where teams actually listen to him in the commentary box and actually make the moves that he suggests. So I think he was top of his game. I was a young fella when he was. That was great to watch. So, but there's been others. I've had the luxury of watching Shane Warne. He changed the game of cricket, as in with leg spin, where leg spin was almost a dead type of spin before he came back and did what he did as well. So, been lucky with that. Internationally, used to watch Ian Botham. He was a really good player for England.
Don't give Poms credit. What are you doing? Don't give Poms credit.
I know he was a cracking player. Who else changed the game? Dean Jones changed the way that one days are played as Australia. He used to go we used to just chip it around.
Him now, the one day cup.
Yeah, we used to. One day they used to just chip it around, and he came in and did that massively attacking kind of game that changed the way that they spread fields for one days at the start. So there's been plenty of players, but for me, Ricky Ponting.
I said based on stats, Sir Donald Bradman.
I didn't get to watch him play.
The game's changed a lot since his time, and we passed the museum on the way to Sydney before we watched the Storm lose, which I don't want to talk about. But can India score 240 plus with their current situation? I don't think so.
I think the ball's going to move around even more after the wet weather, so it's going to be interesting. They've obviously got the covers on, but what you see now is you'll probably have a little bit more movement through the air now. So the swing bowlers will come in a little bit more, and then if the rain stays away, the swing will actually settle in the evening and the afternoon. So
someone did that in the crowd. One tree for every Virat run.
No trees. So I think if it holds off now, the ball's going to move around heaps in the first 10 to 15 overs once we come back. And then if it doesn't rain after that, then it'll straighten up, get a little bit of bounce, and hopefully Australia will, I think we'll do a controlled run chase.
Interesting, because Renshaw obviously very good in list A cricket, and he's been in the Test arena, and he's been around the Aussies for about 10 years, and this is his first ODI game, which is cool to see. Josh Phillippe there. Dockers Lover, someone who's at the game, said about 5 PM our time it's going to bucket apparently.
Okay.
Get a bit worse.
Might go back to what I thought. It might be a T20 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Might be a 20 over run fest, which
Marsh and Head don't mind that. I was saying Mitch Marsh got a century the other day.
And the problem we've got is India's already wasted a whole heap as well, so they haven't played at the start like a T20. So the Duckworth-Lewis system always benefits the second team batting. So which will come into play now, especially if it's going to bucket down in an hour or so.
So in this current generation of cricket, who do you think is the best player in the three formats? So for Test, who's your favourite? Who's the best? For ODI, who's the best? And for T20, who's the best?
Tough one. I think for Test at the moment, and the way that he can hold a bottom end, back end of an innings up, and the way he bowls and the way he captains, it's pretty hard to go past Cummins at the moment for the best Test player. Boomerang would be up there. However, he just doesn't. He's an impact player. He's awesome when he bowls, but he just doesn't have the body at the moment to sustain the amount of overs and the amount of times he plays Test matches. They have to keep resting him at the moment. So, batting wise, there's not too many dominating with the bat at the moment. So you have to kind of sit there. One days at the moment. Again, it's hard. There hasn't been much one one-day playing at the moment. So you usually get that a little bit towards the closer to the World Cup. So I don't know.
The question was more like not current, but like in the generation.
Oh, generational ones.
But you can answer like current.
Yeah.
If you want. They're showing the Bairstow stuff again, which is good to see. We watched that live and we're like, no, that's out. And they're talking about spirit of cricket, and I love how then Stuart Broad didn't walk, so all that stuff. So it's all adds to the cinema of the Ashes.
Yeah.
But yeah, for generation wise,
I don't know. There's just too many to kind of
I'd
look
say
at
for
that.
Test, Steve Smith.
Steve Smith was good, but then you've got Steve Waugh. He used to hold teams up as well. Again, go back to Ricky Ponting for Test matches. Was massive for Australia. And then these are only Australian players we're talking about. Tendulkar at the top of his game was brilliant. If Brian Lara had played when West Indies were at the top of their game with their fast bowlers like Holding and Marshall and Joel Garner, then he would have been up there with Sir Viv and Clive Lloyd as well. So you've got a whole heap from the Windies when they were a powerhouse.
It's a shame to see where they are now.
Yeah,
a bit of a shame because they have the potential to be a great team, and unfortunately, I don't know what really happened with them. I think they prioritised other sports like soccer, and unfortunately ruined their cricket abilities. And
but like you
Dale
said,
Steiner's up there.
Yeah.
A.B. de Villiers.
De Villiers is in there. You had, you know,
60.
you got to remember they played all formats too, so it's really hard. Like, T20's only come in really big in the last 5 to 10 years. So before that, they only played 2 formats. So, Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath, they used to dominate with the Australians. So the batsmen used to dominate at the other end. It's really hard because Australia have been on top for so long, but India have had an extremely long run at the top as well now. So
I think they're going through a rebuild phase now with the Test arena. Obviously, no Kohli, no Rowett, and the T20s as well. Although they won the Mickey Mouse Asia Cup, which a lot of drama around that, which all for nothing, I guess. But yeah, the ODI they seem to want to see. Well, they seem to want to keep Kohli and Rowett around, and it hasn't worked today, but it could work in Adelaide and anywhere else. Sydney, I think, is the last one as well. So
beautiful.
I think this was definitely Virat's last tour of Australia, unless he comes back for Big Bash. But representing India, I think this is the end for him.
Yeah.
I think he's aware of that. He said that he loves Perth and loves Australia as a country as well, because you know how in India it's like a religion. You can't even go out in public. Like in England, it's like England. In Australia, you can just walk down the street and no one bothers you. You can say hi to him and all that, and then just keep walking.
Beautiful.
Plenty of videos about that. But so Optus Stadium. What are your thoughts on cricket being at Optus compared to the WACA, where there is still Shield being played in one day, and how good the WACA was as a venue? What are your thoughts on?
I don't know. You'd have to ask your mate over there, but the WACA was known for its hard, fast, bouncy pitches. So I think Optus has lost that little bit of edge with that kind of. It was all about pace over there, and I just don't think it's got the same.
The outfield's slow at Optus.
Yeah, so and that's hard because they have to play. For all year round they play it for footy, and then they put in a drop-in pitch where the WACA was.
And Origin or whatever.
So the WACA was purely for cricket. So there was no drop-in pitches. It was a mean pitch, and Aussies we loved our fast bowlers, and that's why we used to dominate the WACA.
I saw a photo of this phone on day 3. In the pitch, and it's kind of down. Day 4, it was fully under the ground.
Massive cracks used to come in.
Ridiculous.
So and used to been 3 hours behind. It used to be great because we got the last session we watched from 7 to 10 here, and it was always good watching. So
that seems to be good, and so. Ashes, big Ashes, and have you looked around at the Big Bash yet?
No, I haven't looked at it.
Thoughts on Mitchell Stark signed with the Sixers because he's retired from T20s, so he'll be playing for the Sydney Sixers at the back end of the Ashes, and Steve Smith will be there as well. So is Barbara Azam. Sixers look very good.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
And then you go look at the Melbourne Stars. We look pretty povo this year. So Sam Harper, Tom Rogers. What are those guys gonna?
Don't know. It's one of those things where we're going to probably have to
Max your
just
friends.
play really good as a team, as opposed to individuals, and just hopefully that they because they don't have as many going off and playing Australian duties, that they just kind of knit really well together and have a good run like last year. Started slow and had a really good run
Oh,
into
five,
finals,
yeah.
and then and I made the finals but missed out in that first final. So
Against the Thunder, yeah.
yeah.
That's I guess the problem with teams that leave it too little, too late in all sports. Really, like
Yeah.
you've seen when teams have this good run and it's got to break, and we're like, oh, you'd rather break it before the finals, but then when you have no choice but to win every game, and
Yeah, absolutely.
unfortunately, it's what happens, I guess, as they're showing the Stark wicket there against McCallum. They're showing all this. Stark in 2015 was a new level. They're showing the best. What ended Rory Burns' career was that first goal at the Gabba. And I don't see him anymore at all.
No,
Like he's
no.
playing for Surrey, I think, in the
Yeah.
county, and that's the end of his.
Yeah, he was a bunny, Stark's bunny by the end. So that
How like I remember I was talking to you this before years ago. England came to Australia for the Ashes, and they actually got less of a percentage. They actually lost points from coming here.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
they do traditionally. They do struggle in Australia.
I'd like it to continue, obviously.
Absolutely, but most times I want like a close test series. Like the Australia India last year was absolutely brilliant, but it's the Poms, so we just want to flog them.
Obviously, a lot of problems have been Stuart Broad. You've seen what he said, the worst Australian team, and
yeah, but he's still worried about it.
what do you think of that comment?
He's in the media now. He's drumming up business. He wants it to get going.
I was saying how whenever he's on Channel 7, unfortunately, so
Yeah.
I'll mute the TV when he rocks up.
Yeah. They're having a look.
We're going to get a game here.
They're having a look.
The crowd is dead now.
Everyone's probably going into the bar out the back, but they're having a look. Are they moving it?
I'll check the radar. This will ruin momentum that we had as well.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. Perth weather radar.
All right, team. I might drop back later on. We'll see how we go, but maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, it looks like there's more coming.
I don't know. This is what a shame to start the summer cricket. Anyway, thanks for
no dramas. See you, crew.
Give that. Chuck this here. Get back. They're taking the covers off. They are taking the covers off. So we will get something. And thank you to Timbo for getting in. That was very good, considering the way the game was looking. We're like, oh. So, came to save the day. Still waiting for the rain, but yeah, we're back in, and we're looking like we'll get a game here. So, just showing the interview with Virat ahead. Covers coming off. So, yes. So, looks like we're going to get a game. Virat Kohli there speaking. He didn't speak much during the border gaps. I don't think he had a single interview with Australian media. Any updates on play resuming? Not yet, pip pip. But the covers are coming off, so that's a good sign ahead of this game. And we will get something at least, which is good. Ravi. Trying want to see some information. The 18 runs between Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, and Virat Kohli today is the lowest by Indians' top three in men's ODI since the 2019 World Cup semi-final against New Zealand. That is bad. Oh my god, there's already gifts on Discord towards Virat's wicket, which is hilarious. So, Virat Kohli has enjoyed ODI cricket in his career. It's his favourite form of the game, I believe. What he said. So that's cool for him. And we're still waiting for weather updates. Yeah, my mates at the game, Dockers Lover, earlier. Look at his seats. Look how good that looks. He's with the Wacker membership. That's where he's seated. That is beautiful seats. I would love to sit there. Perfect spot to watch cricket as a Wacker member. What a great seat to be sitting there, man. It's absolutely beautiful. So hopefully, so yeah, it's a beautiful seat. Maybe I'll give him a ring. Let's give him a call. Should we? While we wait. Let's give him a buzz. Gonna give him a ring. See if he picks up. Yep, I'm giving him a ring now. See if he gets in. It would be good if he gets in. I'll give him another buzz and then I'll wait a minute. Where he's probably drinking at the bar. I don't think he's allowed. I know all the goals was in Perth. I don't know if he's there still. I don't think so. See if I can get Dockers Lover in. Do you get your money back on this? That's a good question. I don't know. There's surely an amount of overs that there has to be bowled. I'd assume you'd hope so for this. If this game's cancelled like from this, then it should be. I'm gonna give him another ring, and I want to see his thoughts because he can be my weatherman. You know, on the news they've got the weather after sport. Let's get Dockers over in as our weather person. Uh, so the covers were moved, but all right, I'll give him another ring. I don't want to bother him. This is the last ring I'll give him for a bit, and doesn't answer this, then we'll give him a ring about half hour if we're still live. Is there anyone else at the game that I know? I don't think so. I don't know if. Uh, no, nothing from Dockers Lover at this stage. Um, G'day, random things. Good to see you here. So obviously you're on the Instagram group chat, so good to see you. The group chat, the Tailenders group chat. Oh, this is so boring, man. Like, get on with it. Just when I thought the covers were coming off, clearly not. No, 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 no. They're showing the ton from last year. Like, why are we talking Test cricket with Virat? He doesn't even play the form anymore. Well, that was his last innings at Perth ever, I assume. So, when do I end the stream at this rate? If there's no game by a certain amount of time, I've been live for about 2 hours now. We've only got 11 overs of cricket in. At what stage do you reckon I should end? I reckon I will end 5:15. I'm giving it half an hour more, and if there's no cricket by 5:15, I'm gonna probably end the stream. I started when the game started, so I started at 2:30. So I've been here for over 2 hours now, and we've only got an 11 overs. I reckon I give it half an hour more, and if the game's still not going in half an hour, I reckon I'll wrap up. Because you don't want to just see me sit here, man. Like, there's nothing to really talk about. The rain is gone, or the rain's still there. I don't want to play Cricket 22. That's not on stream. It's not really a game to do on stream. Thoughts on the ODI World Cup expanding to 14 teams? Yeah, I don't mind that. Oh my god. They're like saying Gill's enjoying life. And then I said, oh yeah, did Rowan ask for some? Yes, he did. Yeah, I like 14 teams in the. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so I guess yeah, 5:15 is when I'll wrap up this stream. If there's no cricket on in half an hour, then I'm gonna end because I think that's the appropriate thing to do. I've got some YouTube short stuff to get. Obviously, I want to do the Virat wicket that and the Rowett wicket. Oh, I'm just man, rain sucks. Like absolutely. Rohit Sharma's played 274 ODIs and averages about 48. Docker's lover. Oh yes, he's getting on. Hello, Docker's lover. You there? Hang on, I gotta turn you up. Um, wait, speak again. Speak again, Dale. Yeah. All right, we can hear you guys. Let's get a weather report from the man who's at the ground right now. Let's cross over to Docker's lover. How's the weather going?
Right before I joined this call, it started spitting again. I don't know if it's going to turn into actual rain or not, though.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think what's this.
So
The covers haven't gone back on,
so that's a good sign.
just a tiny bit of spit.
That's a good sign. What are your overall thoughts on the game so far? Being there live, what was the reaction when Virat Kohli was out on a duck?
What was that, sorry?
What was your reaction when Virat Kohli departed on a duck, and what did the Indian fans around you think at the ground? Because there's a lot of Indian fans here, I can see.
Oh yeah, I went absolutely nuts, but I'm not really sitting anywhere near many Indian fans because I'm in the members section.
Yep.
But I looked pretty disappointed.
Yeah, like it was. I laughed. There's already a lot of memes revolving around him, so I'll probably send them to you later. I've got a question here.
Presented one.
Are people going home?
People going, not really.
No.
Nah.
Uh,
A few would have, but I've walked past a couple of gates and it's only been a couple of people leaving so far.
Yep. All right. Well, that's a good sign. And I saw a photo of that the Wacker member area. Is that where you're sitting? Because that is an elite seat.
Yeah, that. I level 5 for a bit and level 1. So,
Yeah. How many do you reckon are there today? Because it looks a bit quieter than what I would have liked. Do you reckon the weather is responsible for that, or how many do you reckon are there from the rough estimate? A rough estimate.
I reckon the weather played a part. I don't know, I'd say maybe we've got half capacity,
Half capacity.
30,000 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. For the summer of cricket returning. Obviously, Ashes, all the day 1 and 2 has been sold out. Can I get a quick Ashes prediction from you? What do you think's going to happen here? Do you reckon the Aussies will win the Ashes?
Yeah, I do think the Aussies will win the Ashes.
Yep. And yeah, so Cricketer's Life says, are you undercover? So are you currently under, or are you out in the open?
I was before. Currently, I'm not undercover because it's not raining at the moment. So
Well, that's a positive sign. Well, I'll let you go. Thank you for getting on, and thanks for the weather update. Hopefully, we can get a game soon and a good Australian win because we've been robbed of some momentum going into this rain break.
yeah, that's right.
All right, thanks for getting on, and maybe I'll get you on a bit later. But yeah, thanks for getting on, and go Aussies.
Up the Aussies.
See ya. That was Docker's Lover, everyone. That was Docker's Lover, and he was on the. He's currently at Optus Stadium, so that's a good sign. He said that the weather has stopped, and yeah, that's a great sign that the weather has it's gone pretty much. So that's a great sign for us, and it looks like we're going to get some sort of cricket soon, hopefully, because he said there's no covers. It's spitting, but yeah, good sign. Good signs ahead of us here at Optus Stadium. Hopefully, we get some sort of cricket soon. Still no movement on the covers here at Optus Stadium currently. Umpires are coming out. They've got their umbrellas, so that's not a great sign from what Docker's Lover said about 5 seconds ago. But yeah, it's getting cloudy. I wonder how many overs we're going to lose. I probably should have asked how many he thinks that they'll lose here today, but obviously Timbo thinks that we'll get more of a T20 going on, and Docker's Lover said that it's going to clear up soon. So hopefully we get some cricket soon, because we've been waiting so long to get cricket going, and yeah. So yeah, Renshaw got rid of Rohit Sharma on 8 runs off 14, and he's nicked it straight to the debutant Matt Renshaw on debut. Virat Kohli got caught out by Cooper Connolly, and Nathan Ellis got rid of Shuman Gill, their captain, the Indian captain, and yeah, so that's a very. It was a very, very good start for Australia, and it's a shame that this has happened because we really looked good. Stark got his current figures are 1 for 20, Hazelwood's 1 for 16, and Nathan Ellis has got a maiden wicket over, as Gill was caught by Josh Philippe behind the stumps, and Nathan Ellis bowled that one. So yeah, we're waiting for some rain. Yeah. Um, yeah. So hopefully we get some sort of game soon as Gilly Obiastri there in the com box. So boring with rain delay in play. Yeah, I agree. There's not much we can do about it, obviously. Yeah, we've got what's 4:58. I said at 5:15 that I'm calling stumps on the stream. So yeah, I think 5:15 is when we'll wrap up if there's no cricket. Hopefully in the next 15 minutes we get something, but at the rate that we're going, no, will be the answer to that. So hopefully I get to continue streaming, but I don't want to sit here for hours. My source is telling rain is less likely in the evening, so that's a good sign. We will get a game, so that's good. Thanks to the updates, by the way, Dockers Lover, very helpful. And thanks for getting on call earlier as well. But yeah, very good signs from what he's saying and what his source is saying. But yeah, we're going to get a game at some stage. It's just when. And yeah, I don't want to sit here for hours just waiting. So I've sat here for about an hour and a half now almost. It was about an hour when the rain started into the stream. It's now 2 hours and 27 minutes. So yeah, I'll give it. What's the time? 16 minutes left, and hopefully we get some cricket for 16 minutes. We get something, and then I can and then I'll stay. But if not, I'll have to wrap it up, I reckon. And yeah, but yeah, that's a shame. But from what we've seen here, Mitchell Stark to Virat Kohli, he just didn't really control his shot there, and Cooper Connolly took a beautiful catch to get rid of one of the great ODI players, and Mitchell Stark is responsible, obviously, another great ODI player, and especially 2015, that gives you good memories, what he did in that World Cup. Will you still wait through the rain? Yeah, I'd assume that Dockers Lover would. I think that's like, when it was raining in Melbourne for Boxing Day, day 3, I think it was. Um, yeah, it was day 3. Day 3, we stayed until they called it off. So he'll stay until they call it off. But because he's a WACA member, I don't think he had to get tickets anyway, so he won't get a refund. But the WACA membership is like one of the best things you'll ever see. Like, he can go to every Shield and One Day Cup game, go to every Big Bash game for Perth, every Shield and One Day Cup game for WA, every Perth Scorchers home game and WBBL, so both, and guaranteed tickets to all days of the stadium test. Which that is an elite membership. If you're in WA, what you should do is buy that WACA membership, because that is a great deal. Like, there and I showed you the seat that he was sitting at. I can show you again. This is the type of seats you get when you're sitting at Optus Stadium with the WACA membership. Look at that. Look at that. What a great seat. So that's where he's sitting with his WACA membership. So I absolutely think that, yeah, if you live in WA or you live in Perth and you want to get down to the cricket, the way you do it is with a WACA membership. Like, I really wish that Victoria had something like that. We have MCC, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It really isn't. MCC is guaranteed for all games and events at the MCG, obviously, but it's just MCC sucks. Like, I've sat there before. Like, the MCC seats are just not. They're good seats, but like the vibe in the area. And it looks like the covers are coming back on. So this is not a good sign for the stream's sake. Is it easy to get? No, it's really. Oh no, you're talking about WACA. I think the WACA membership's not actually that hard to get. I don't know how expensive. Oh, it's like $90 monthly, I think, but you just cancel after the summer. Rain has returned. Yeah, I saw the covers were coming on. Terrible. it was coming off, and I was all excited, and you gave some really good stuff. Well, we're going to get a game soon, and then that. So yeah, that's not a good sign. MCC is like impossible. My grandfather had MCC tickets. He was an MCC member and unfortunately passed away. But we gave it up. But yeah, we gave it up obviously because I wasn't like willing to go to test games at that stage. I was quite young, obviously, and all that. And we gave up the membership. And then we found out it takes 50 years to get a bloody. It takes 50 years on the wait list to get an MCC member. So we probably should have kept it, but yeah. My grandfather he was a big Test cricket fan in particular. He went Boxing Day every year and big Aussie cricket fan. So yeah, that's probably where I get all the obsessions from. Probably him, but yeah, he was a massive Test cricket fan, which yeah, but yeah, MCC membership was it's very hard to get access to, and yeah, I don't know how he got it actually. I probably should ask how he got it, but yeah, no waiting list. Yeah, no waiting list for wait. Yeah, see the MCC Cricket Australia should do a system where instead of like being a Big Bash member for like the Melbourne Stars and Renegades for an example, or Perth Scorchers. Although for that example, no, because you just use the WACA membership. But what you should do is there should be a membership, a Cricket Australia membership, where you get to go to every game in your state for free with the Cricket Australia membership. So you get to go to all days of the Test match, all Sheffield Shield, all One Day Cup, and all Big Bash games in your state. I feel like that would be a lot better than having to get tickets for Boxing Day. They should add a membership system where you're a Cricket Australia member. So I would get a WACA membership for this summer and then give it up. Well, how much is it yearly? I'll check for you. I don't think you're in WA, but I'm just saying WACA membership. Because I was considering going to Perth, but there's no tickets left for day one. Optus Stadium tickets. Still nothing. Tickets. See the Ashes tickets. Go to Ticketmaster, see if there's anything. Day one, there is a waiting list, I think. Yeah, waiting list. No chance I get in there. Day two, I think it's same deal. WACA membership. So there's a WACA membership all access. So from $119 a month on a 5-part payment plan, it includes all test matches. All includes the test match, the Perth Test, the West Test, the ODI game, all Big Bash games at home for Perth Scorchers and WBBL, and all WA state cricket plus all home finals. And then you get an air-conditioned members lounge, options to upgrade to a reserve seat, option to purchase visitors passes for people, no handling fees, discount. So that's not a bad deal. And you just cancel after the end of the... Yeah, you wouldn't keep paying for it. And then there's a Scorchers membership, go to all that. And then there's a WBBO one. I'd just combine them. Champions Club membership, $779 a month. That is nuts. So you get like luxury stuff and all that, but $779, that is ridiculous. I would not buy that. $297 a month. So it's all the same. And then the WACA ground membership. I'd just get the all access one if I was a Perth resident. Champions Club, that's criminal. That's a criminal price. No, I'm not going to get Dockers Lover to get me a ticket for day one. I'm not like that. I don't. It's we came up with the. Oh, my grandma was going to go to. Oh, my nana. My nana was wanting me to go. She'd never been to Perth and she wanted to go, and we were trying to line it up with the West Test, but um, unfortunately that came up too late, and obviously we didn't have time for tickets. So unfortunately, it looks like yeah, I won't be going to that. I'll stream here instead. That's absolutely criminal. That Champions Club membership, 779. I feel like that's just a scam. I wouldn't do that. In saying that, I'm spending 1 grand to go to England for the Ashes, so I can't really. Well, probably more than 1 grand, so I can't really talk. Oh, we've lost 10 overs. I can guarantee you that, Jamal. Another person in Perth saying it's bucketing where he is. I don't think he's at the game. I thought he was going. That guy. Yeah, so I assume we'll get about 30. So yeah, about 5 minutes. It doesn't look like we're going to get any more cricket on this stream, unfortunately. I'll stream on Saturday. Can't stream on Thursday because I'm at work and then I've got indoor cricket, so that won't work for me. But I'll be able to stream the final ODI game at the SCG. So, and then I'll get a review only for rich people. I just don't know. Even if you're rich, why would you waste $779 a month for that? Like, they might release more. Nah, it's just not worth the risk. So while we wait, well, you just get premium seating. I think that's really it, and you get like luxurious stuff. And it's still raining. It's actually getting worse now. Yeah. So someone else who's at the ground said it's been sunny the whole week. We could have, yeah. This is what I said earlier. That first rain delay was stupid. We could have played 5 or 6 overs when it wasn't raining. Instead, they delayed the start again due to a wet outfield. Apparently. So I don't know what's going on there. This is disappointing though. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we wait. G'day guys, not for me. Well, you've come pretty late in the end, Crick Nerd. We're going to wrap up soon because there's not going to be more. There'll be more cricket, but not for a while. So I've been live for about 2.5 hours now, 2:40. There's not really a point in me just waiting here for nothing. But I'll stream Saturday. Your idol Virat Kohli, though, Crick Nerd, straight off. Bangalore to get India's second biggest international. So it looks like Shimaswamy done. He says leave it. Yeah, he's not happy. You can tell. He's not happy with Virat and probably Rohit either. A lot of Indians thought highly of them going into this, but they've really got to go. Timbo said earlier, they've got to go. I think their time's up. So I tend to agree with that, to be honest with you. Them continuing is bad for them. Like, it's similar to what I think of MS Dhoni still playing. Like, seriously, he's ruining his reputation. He should have retired straight after that CSK IPL trophy. I don't think they will be, Creek Nerd. I don't think so. It's lots of people are leaving now. Well, I'm going to end in about a minute. They won't be playing. Like, you don't want to. Don't deny it. Like, they are great. They were great players in their prime, but them continuing is actually bad for Indian cricket. As much as people will disagree with that statement, I think it's time for them to wrap up and just focus on franchise and play around the world. Don't you think the rain delay is good for India? Yeah, it is. It is good for them, unfortunately. It's bad for us. We were dominating them all over them. But I guess if it's a T20 approach, Travis Head and Mitch Marsh are just going to play how they play in the T20s. And the way that they dominated in, particular Marsh, the way that he absolutely shit on everyone in New Zealand. The way that he absolutely dominated in New Zealand, getting a century and then 80 runs as well. And then Travis Head in his ODI game and Mackay got a century as well as Marsh. And they're in some good form, those two. So, yeah, India should be concerned. They need a big score and they haven't been able to do it early. And we just don't know what's going on now and how long until the game starts. But unfortunately for me, I reckon I'll wrap up now. I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half waiting for nothing. So we'll wrap up. I'll see you on Saturday when the Aussies play India in that last ODI at the SCG because I can't do it on the Thursday. I'll be busy, unfortunately. So I'll see you guys Saturday. I'll get a video out. There's a video I've got finished the script for it. I really want to get it out. I'm going to get it out soon. So yeah, until Saturday, I'll see you soon. Cheers. Thanks, guys. And go the Aussies. Let's win this game after that great start. But yeah, video in the works, nearly done. Script done, so just record and get photos or whatever is necessary. I'll probably do some shorts at the Shield tomorrow. The One Day Cup for Victoria. And yeah, so I'll see you guys soon. And up the Aussies. The summer of cricket has begun. Cheers. Thanks, guys.